I want to talk a little bit about a conference that I went to yesterday. There was a lot of people down there looking for innovation and ideation and new ways of doing things, and it was quite fascinating. I had Sean Wood was down there, and he and I both led different panel discussions. The one I led was on bringing AI into organizations through the CEOs and through other senior executives. And Sean, what was the one that you were leading? And I apologize for not knowing that.
That's all right. So yesterday I was talking about AI with HR, and the day before was on where AI adoption fails. And so I was talking about patterns, and then we tried to stay positive and talk about how you can succeed. So uh, innovation is a big part of that, Lee. But it's
Oh,
a
it is. And one of the stories that came out, one of the ladies that was on my panel was the vice president for mergers and acquisitions for Salesforce. And she was talking about how the president of the company brought all 5,000 of their people that were at a specific meeting in Chicago together on Super Bowl Sunday and changed everybody's plans at the last minute. So everybody went up and learned how to create uh, agents in the AI space. So there was a lot of discussion over the last couple of days about creating agents and building, I guess, simple applications, and then also augmenting current software solutions that are out there with AI. But there was very little discussion on enterprise AI solutions that have been exclusively built with AI. And we're gonna show some of that today and give people some ideas of how that actually works. We had a number of principals down there yesterday. I think we probably had five or six different principals at this AI conference. And if you take a look at what we're going to be talking about today, and you look at where the majority of that group was, and there were about 600 attendees there. I would say 97, 98% are at the look at the agent level and going back to what I'll refer to as T0 on artificial intelligence, or they're just beginners getting to the point. I think there were a couple of percent of people down there that began to look at what are solutions long term, what are the enterprise solutions. And you guys are going to get a vision today of what some of the future looks like because we're actually going to use level 42, and I'm going to go through the ideation innovation process and give you guys some ideas.
I was going to say one of the things to think about from an innovation standpoint, which people aren't really exploring that often, but level 42 does a pretty decent job of it. One was for a pharmaceutical company, which unfortunately moved offshore for cost effectiveness, but because of the tariffs, they're trying to figure out alternative ways to circumvent the tariff problem and where they get different sourcing from, how do they move product, et cetera. And so level 42 is pretty quickly came back with some alternatives for them, which can allow them to avoid some of the tariff penalties. A second thing that is interesting, company that's a friend of mine buys direct from farmers in foreign countries, primarily on tea, coffee, honey, nuts. And one of the things that he was looking for is different ways of packaging and tracking product as it comes in, as you guys know, from a custom perspective.